My name is Mac, coordinator of HAFA, Healthy Affordable Food for All, and I want to welcome everyone to the work group sessions, which we have every Monday evening from 6 to 8 at the Center for Green Urbanism, which is located at 3938 Benning Road Northeast. So far we have 2 established work groups. Food Systems Research Work Group, which is tasked with learning about food budget and policy campaigns here in DC, also examining food policy systems, or food systems networks, food policy councils around the country, trying to figure out what sort of system will work here in DC. We also have an outreach and community building work group, which is tasked with going into communities, building relationships of mutual aid, learning the perspectives, the ideas of communities, reporting this at community brainstorms, and then taking that back to the community in some form of supporting existing efforts, or maybe even coming up with new community innovations, things that can improve conditions at this very moment. So every Monday evening from 6 to 8, we gather at the Center for Green Urbanism at 3938 Benning Road, where we eat together and share our passion and our skills. So please join us.
It's a guy.
Yeah, that's right. I just emphasize going back to our traditions of really being connected to the earth and keeping that, like the brother said, growing in the communities. So maybe there would at some point be no need for grocery stores. You know, and there's a bartering system where we're not even using money because food is free, right? So that would be an incredible food justice system to me.
Hey everybody, my name is Jordan Rivers. I'm a student. Doing a lot of research, interested in learning about food, equity in deserts and things like that.
Just working with people in the community, my peers. I went off to school and did like student organizing, and now I'm back just trying to figure out like what's my niche and what I really want to do in my career. So, yeah.
I'm Marnie. I live in the Southeast. I'm a client with Bread for the City, and I'm a concerned citizen.
My name is Jeremiah. I'm a native Washingtonian. I work for Center for Science and Public Interest as an organizer, and that's what I do.
My name is Xavier. With the Green Scheme. We're working in Lincoln Heights and across the street at the Egypt Health Center. Lincoln Heights, we're doing a community garden, and over at the Egypt Health Center, we're doing an environmental summer program.
I'm Sarah. So I work with Neighborhood Farm Initiative and also the DC Field Fork Network. So
I'm Karen. Really looking at things as the food system is part of a much larger system of injustice and inequality.
Excellent.
Hello everyone, I'm Sade. This is my son, Aksum. I'm a PhD student at the University of Texas.
With an organization called Social Compact in different cities, like here in St. Louis, and a lot of work in Detroit.
Hi, my name is Allison. I also live in Northeast, around Brookland, Michigan Park. I used to hang out with Bread for the City a lot. Then I went to Detroit for a little while, and now I work on tax policy by day and dream about food by evening and weekend.
We work on the federal nutrition programs. We work with district agencies and city officials to make sure that district residents have access to programs like the food stamp program, WICs, summer meals, school breakfast, and school lunch. Another thing I do at DC Hunger Solutions is convene the DC Farmers Market Collaborative, which is comprised of market managers who are working to get like EBT and WIC and senior access to their farmers markets. And I brought a list of all the farmers markets in DC that accept food stamps and WIC and senior checks, and all the ones that have matching programs. So I'm just happy to be here.
Basics of gardening, we can have that discussion. So yeah, it's basically a space for cross-pollination of ideas, build the network, strengthen the network,
and Skillshare. Whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to share, like we can do that.
So we came up with a concept of an infograph, which is like using pictures to convey an idea or concept. And so with this infograph, like it'll have little pictures of people gardening and like planting seeds and stuff, but it'll be like little cartoons drawing like happy cartoon stuff. And then it'll be like they'll like have a little community farm, and then that's the farm, that's the planting the seeds. Then like people are educating each other. Then they go out into their community and educate others. And then it's like you see that the green person is educating the gray person, and they're gray because they're sad because they don't know about farming. But then now they know, and then they're all green and they're happy. And so we want to like expand that into a little like YouTube like little infographic video where someone's like, hey.
The landscape of like the common good in the Detroit Park area, this issue that's been going on for like since the farm's been there. So I really think it's like a mental, like it's like you have to break down mental barriers, and it's like it doesn't, it's always gonna go past a Saturday or a few months. It's gonna be really difficult, to break down those mental barriers that people have when it comes to community gardens, in general. And it's historical too. We want to talk about historical. We don't usually want to mention it, but it's that S word, slavery.
What do you want to talk about?
So,
yeah. Like a big corporation's coming into the neighborhood, and then they're like having like we're here, and then like it gets cut off from there. So I just, it's like.
Well, it's kind of difficult.
So, but this past Saturday, when we met those individuals, they were like, okay, we need to know about these programs that are happening. We feel isolated. We don't know the programs that you guys have, nor it's just complete isolation. So, yeah, I mean, there is a relationship there. It just seems to be stronger.
I guess one of my thoughts is just, this phenomenon of gardens popping up in urban communities where there previously were not. And the same struggle with getting the community involved probably happens all over the country. And so I don't know if there's some type of best practices for this type of initiative, but it seems like there should or could be. I mean, like the welcoming committee is just a very simple thing that seems like it would really help to sustain any relationship with newcomers or people who are coming to the garden.